I think that Beverly Hills is magical. I'm originally from the Midwest, and when I moved to the Los Angeles area, I just thought Beverly Hills was kind of like the Emerald City from The Wizard of Oz. But I'm sure just like The Wizard of Oz, Beverly Hills has several things about it that I just don't like. And I'm going to share them with you right now. Well, hello again. This is Erik Brown, your Beverly Hills real estate agent, sharing with you the best of Beverly Hills and Los Angeles, where we go through the sights, the sounds, the tastes, the smells, all things Beverly Hills, particularly as it relates to you wanting to buy, sell, or invest in a home in the area. Now, as always, if you're interested in hearing about some of the other videos that we have in the past, or videos that we'll do every week moving forward, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button or hit the bell to be able to like or comment and connect with us. We're here to be a resource for you. We've helped dozens of families every day with their questions when they're thinking about buying or selling in Beverly Hills. And like I said, I'd love to do exactly the same for you. As I mentioned, I'm originally from the Midwest. I'm a transplant here. And so you can look from a fresh set of eyes as we go and walk through the city. Now, today, I wanted to highlight some of the things that I found are not the best. And they're things that you want to think of before you move to any city, and Beverly Hills included. So let's dive in. The first item that I'm not really in love with, and that's the price of just about everything. Everything in Beverly Hills is a little bit more expensive. Now, of course, in a luxurious city, you're gonna get that. And the trade-offs absolutely weigh things out. But the smallest of things, from gas, conveniences, groceries, gym membership, let alone the price of housing, they're all just a little bit more expensive. And so, of course, the trade-offs, great weather, great economics, phenomenal housing, wonderful entertainment and restaurants and park systems and things to do, those outweigh the costs. But Beverly Hills in Los Angeles is the third most expensive area or city in the country, behind San Francisco and New York. You've heard me say this before. And so I'm not a huge fan of the pricing, but to be honest, I will take the trade-off. Point number 2 is one that's kind of a little bit more funny than anything else because it's nothing that I have to deal with, and that's paparazzi. Beverly Hills and Los Angeles absolutely get photographers that will create a little bit of a traffic jam, or they'll all pack into an area and it'll be an absolute zoo because they're looking for and want to connect with and snap some photos with some celebrities. And it's not something that you get in every city in the country, but it's something that you absolutely get in Los Angeles and Beverly Hills. I've been to multiple spots where I'm just going to a restaurant, I'm going to a convenience store, I'm getting gas, and all of a sudden there'll be a rush of people, and I'll look around and there's so-and-so, some celebrity. And that part's kind of cool, the fact that you're in the middle of Hollywood and this is where so many people that you've seen on TV or on movies and they work, but not enough where it should cause a complete stop in life in general, where all of the paparazzi run around. So if you can handle that, it's not as much of a problem. And if you see it once in a while, not as much of a problem, but it's something that if I could do a snap of the fingers, it'd be something I wouldn't have to deal with. Number 3 is something that hopefully now is going to go away. I don't know how long it's going to last, and that is the use of masks. We obviously are dealing with a world that now will have COVID-19 in it. And in the examples of different variants that we have with the COVID-19 and coronavirus, it might be something that having masks is in our world to stay for a while. But we had a good multi-year run of not going places publicly, and then when we did anywhere, it was mask bound. And it's nice to be able to see smiles again and talk to people again and not have to wear this piece of material on your face. So California and Los Angeles and Beverly Hills have been very liberal in their thinking and very protective of the greater community. And so the masks ordinances have been more stringent here than they have been in other areas of the country. And I'm all for public safety and health. And it's nice that we're seeing a world where hopefully masks are slowly going away. This is a great spot for me to stop and have you share your comments, give your feedback, hit some comments, give us any insights that you have. And if you think that videos like this or other videos that we have done are really helpful, I invite you to share it with other people. Go ahead and pass this video along for anyone interested in Beverly Hills or Los Angeles. Now that leads me to my fourth point, which is not quintessential to Los Angeles, Beverly Hills. It's of course in other cities, but it's pretty big here and we're well known for it, and that is the traffic. Now it's not just the traffic on the highways, like the 10 or the 405 or the 110, but depending on the time of the day, Beverly Hills is unique in the fact that it is right in the middle of Los Angeles. So there's pass-through traffic as well. We have three kind of well-known thoroughfares, and I guess we could include a fourth, and that would be Sunset, Santa Monica, Wilshire, and Olympic and Pico, which are south of Wilshire. These streets are all thoroughfare streets, which will take you to the west to Santa Monica or east to downtown. Now on top of those roads, we also have the canyon roads. Beverly Hills is both in the flats and in the Hollywood Hills. And the way to get to Beverly Hills or the Los Angeles area from the hills or from the north side of the hills, which is called the Valley, you have to go through the canyon roads, unless you're going really far west to the 405, to the west of Beverly Hills. And so if you're coming through the canyon roads, those are one-lane roads. And so the traffic can be a bit of a bear there, particularly around rush hour. If you're not having to drive during rush hour traffic in the morning and the afternoon, you're in great shape. But traffic can be a bit of a monster. So I'm thankful that I don't get stuck in it very often, but when I do, no fun. Point number 5 has become more prevalent in the past year or two, and it's revolved a little bit around the pandemic. But Beverly Hills had an increase in crime, and thankfully, it is very quickly being addressed. But we've seen some very public crimes in the street, in restaurants, even in homes, and dangerous crimes. And so Beverly Hills, thankfully, there is an installation of a new mayor that is now on her 3rd term. She had been there before, other mayors had come in, and now she's back again. And her platform was basically a lot geared towards safety. And so Beverly Hills has a camera system, it has an outsourced security system, it has a police force that is extremely responsive, and it has local ambassadors. So think about a Walmart greeter. It's very similar to Beverly Hills in that there are greeters and ambassadors that are positioned around the city, not only to be helpful guides to be able to point you in the right direction for any needs that you may have, but also to be able to be the eyes and ears of the city, to be able to be on top of safety. And so though I'm not a fan at all of the increase in crime, and it's made clients and people that have talked to me about moving here actually question their move, I'm really glad that this is being addressed. Last but not least for me is a bit of an epidemic that has happened not only in Beverly Hills, but in greater Los Angeles, and that is trash. I won't address how there is some connections to homelessness. Los Angeles has the largest homeless population in the country, and so that's a conversation for another time. But there is a trash component in Los Angeles that seems to have increased, and it's just an eyesore. When you think about curb appeal, when you think about joy of life, it just generally does not include an environment that is got health concerns that are related to trash and refuse that would be around the city. Beverly Hills is generally a very clean place. And when I talked about the security and the safety and the ambassadors, the city does a bang-up job. But there's been a creeping component of where trash used to just exist more in really major urban centers of the city, not just Beverly Hills, but greater Los Angeles. And now it's kind of crept outwards. And so this is an area that the city is constantly fighting against, and it's a pocket that I'd love to see it improved. Thankfully, Beverly Hills is on top of it, but the fringes and the communities around it have kind of grown in their trash components. And so hopefully with the new mayor and with the ongoing of improvements within local government, we'll see that decrease really rapidly. Now, those are the big points that I wanted to share with you that I don't think are great about Beverly Hills in the area, but I also showed you all the ways that the city is addressing it or has addressed it or has it continued to improve. I will tell you that Beverly Hills has dozens and dozens more of really positive examples. But I also wanted to keep it real with you. I wanted to share with you some of the things, just like any city, that you'd be able to see that are pros and that may be cons. If you've got other questions about all things real estate, I'm going to include my contact information. I would love for you to touch base. My team and I are here, just as we are for all of the other families and folks that we help with their buying and their selling goals, as a resource. There is no pressure, there is no sales. We are just here to be helpful in all of your home goals. Remember, you are one click away from your dream home goals. So touch base with us anytime. As always, this is Erik Brown, your local Beverly Hills real estate agent, signing off.